Yes, we are back. A very presidential sports. I paid $9.95 for this song, so I got to get at least 2 uses out of it.
Hell yeah, dude. No, we're using this. This is our theme music from now on.
You bought new theme music?
They're still counting in Maricopa County, but we are here to make you some money. This may be my favorite show because this is the only show that puts money in my pocket right now.
Yeah, I didn't bet on the election.
Not that I got into this for money. I got in this for a labor of love. I have to say, though, as much as this has been a labor of love, last week I shat the bed. I shat the bed. I made money with the book. I cleaned up with the book. I did good, but my picks, I gave out shitty picks. I was 1 for 3 last weekend. Ryan Tannehill was, didn't show up. We got Richard Sarvate in studio.
Hello.
Stephen Laddin,
Hello.
our man at the news desk with all the inside information, and Lincoln Musser coming at you live. How you doing, Lincoln?
What's up, brother?
Oh my goodness. Before we get to any NFL, hold on. I got 2 sponsors, Vapor Brothers. Vapor Brothers, go to vaporbrothers.com. The only way to smoke your herb, I'm telling you, it's way better than lighting anything on fire. It's just it's better than a volcano, any of the other products. And then Alpha Dog poop bags, they are 100% combustible. Get 15% off B Moreno Alpha Dog poop bags. Check them out. Stevie's got some right there. You don't have a dog, do you, Steve?
No,
I didn't think so. I was gonna say take some poop bags.
just an uncle, Hazel, and everyone else's dog.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Now, Lincoln, this is gonna be. I'm throwing you a curveball right here. Before we get to our record and sports and the NFL, I've gotten a lot of requests and questions about: is this going to be just an NFL show? And no, it's not. This is going to be an all-around sports show because your forte, as good as you are as picking NFL, what do you say your best sport is? College basketball, Lincoln?
College basketball, probably.
College basketball. I have to say handicapping, NFL and NBA are my 2 strongest. Granted, my record took quite a hit this last week, but before we get to it, 1 college game this weekend, Lincoln. This is where it all started for you and I. Our alma mater, Indiana versus Michigan this weekend, Lincoln. Indiana is actually a good football team this year. Fucking Harbaugh, he's 1-1 coming off a terrible loss last week.
Michigan State.
No, yeah, I know. Michigan, they looked terrible, Michigan.
Terrible.
The Hoosiers
they were heavy favorites, weren't they?
Yes,
like
and the
18,
Hoosiers are
20?
ranked 13th this year, which is totally rare for us. Lincoln and I, when we went to Indiana, I got to tell you guys.
We had Randall L., didn't we?
Yes, we had Antoine Randall L.
So we were pretty decent, actually.
Yeah, we were decent, but the stands were still just half full.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the stands were. I mean,
unless Ohio State was in the house.
Yeah, unless something like that, you were going to see the opposing team. So tomorrow, it's Michigan versus Indiana at Indiana. Jim Harbaugh, there's a lot of talk, a lot of rumblings. He's never beat Ohio State. I don't think he's ever finished higher than top 10, maybe 10th or something. Yeah, it's never really been the coaching that all the hoopla that he came with. You know, like he never lived up to all the expectations that he demanded when he got there, and he has quite a personality. His brother is the coach of the Baltimore Ravens, by the way. He used to be the coach of the San Francisco 49ers, takes them to the Super Bowl, loses in the Super Bowl, then goes on to Michigan. So
this was your coach at your
No.
college?
This is the coach at Michigan. Now, Lincoln, I'm asking you for a pick tomorrow. Indiana versus Michigan. The line in front of me right now, I'm showing 3. Indiana is favored by 3.5. No. Excuse me. Indiana is a 3.5 point underdog at home.
Okay.
Okay, 3.5 point underdog at home. Indiana, Michigan. This is gonna go for our total, Lincoln.
Michigan.
You're
IU
taking.
breaks. Yeah. IU breaks my heart all the time. They're
Re-
good. They are good, but I think Michigan after that blowout.
Wow. So you're thinking Harbaugh's got them dialed in and tuned up.
I think they win by more than a touchdown.
Wow. Is Michigan that good? Is the quarterback that good?
No, but overall they're better. I think they're. We've only played 2 games.
I know
So
it's
it's
so
hard to
college
gauge.
football is so hard this year, and when I get asked for the picks, like I want to give you some, but it's really hard with the COVID situation because a lot of these colleges didn't even agree to start playing until a couple weeks ago, so you don't really know how much practice some of these kids have gotten. It's tough. I'll take Indiana. I'll take the home. I'll take the upset. That'll be our upset alert of the week right there. I'll take Indiana.
Going head to head.
Yeah. This is for our record, Lincoln. All right.
All
This
right.
is
I'll take it.
upset of the week, Indiana. This is our alma mater. Lincoln and I, our friendship blossomed at Indiana.
Wow.
We were using Vapor Brothers
I can't
back
imagine.
then to tie
Yeah.
it all together. Now, let's get right to it because we have so many games this week, and I'm telling you, I'm taking some stabs this week.
Do you mind if I do totals from last week?
Okay, yeah.
real
Excellent.
quick.
No. This is super important. Go ahead, Richard.
Just pulling up the scoreboard here. I want to say last week, Brian went 1-3.
Ugh.
Lincoln went 2-2. So Brian's overall total is now 9 wins, 8 losses. Lincoln's is 9 wins, 7 losses.
And this is all against the spread.
All against the spread, yeah. On best bets, though, Brian's 3-1. Lincoln is 4-0.
Gus.
So overall, we are making people money, and me as the amateur professional, I am going 4-1 right now because the
Damn.
Raiders won last
4
week.
and
4 and 1.
Yes.
Dirty.
Unbelievable, Richard. Sarvate, like how do you do it?
Well,
Richard, how do you do it?
I follow
listens
that-
to me, doesn't he? Sounds like.
I take Lincoln's best bet, and I bet that. And then I also go on, people's names and kind of like, do I like their faces?
Uniform color.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. He is 4-1. God.
He says he's an amateur, but behind the scenes he gets his advice from really educated people.
Yeah, this is.
Exactly.
And
It's all front.
last night I made money. I should have made a lot of money on Green Bay. I called Lincoln, or I texted him. I'm like, Lincoln, what do you think? And you said yourself, all the injuries. That was the lock of the fucking week, Lincoln. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I thought the under was a lock too. I just knew San Francisco couldn't score.
Oh my God,
I
I
thought
know.
their defense had held up decent enough against.
B team.
Yeah, they let off the gas. Yeah, start us up, Stevie. What do you got? What's the first game?
Well, real quick, just you said last week kind of blew things up. I mean, that weather was really the factor. So,
Oh my God.
to kind of tee it up this week, just as a preface, there's really no glaring matchup that has crazy weather predicted. Every game is either clear or there's a chance of light rain, but nothing really is as ridiculous as last week with those
Really?
25
What
yeah.
about Buffalo? Anything in Buffalo?
As of right now, here, let me pull that up.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see here. Like, cause I like this game. We can go right into this game if you want to, Stevie.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be nice in Buffalo, I bet.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm up in Michigan. It's
Yep,
73.
clear, 59 degrees.
Yep.
Clear, 59. What do you got for the line? What do you got, Stevie?
For the line of the Buffalo game, that's where we're going to start.
Sir. Yeah, we'll go straight down. And then those of you who want to join in, we go to get all of our lines. The final lines are scoresandodds.com. Scoresandodds.com.
Yeah.
Or-
Oh,
Go ahead, Stevie.
my bad. Jumping on the scores and odds. In case scores and odds didn't get the shout out from Brian here, just scores and odds.
.com.
That's where we get the
Yeah,
line.
and they've really updated the site quite a bit since my youthful gambling years.
So this week we got the spread is currently -3. Seahawks favored to win. I mean, look, can you bet against the Seahawks? It's tough. I think this game definitely has propensity or has the chance to be a shootout between Josh Allen and Russell Wilson. Buffalo's D hasn't been great. Seahawks D has actually been increasing in its ability to rush the passer. So, I think if you are looking for a high-scoring game, this might be one. But,
what do
could be
you
interesting.
think, Lincoln?
Seattle's my team. I'd have to take Seattle.
Wow.
I'll give the
Okay, Richard Sarvate. I was waiting. I'm so happy to open up with this game. All right. Every prognosticator in the world is on Seattle, okay? There's this line that they're using in Seattle, let them cook, talking about Russell Wilson, just let him play, let Russell go. Everybody, I can't bet against Russell Wilson. This is all I'm hearing all week. Go to Vegas right now. If you're looking at the money distribution, reverse line action game of the week. 32% of the money's on Buffalo, 68% on Seattle, and the line hasn't budged. Okay? So why is that? Why the fuck has the line not moved? Every week I've said this, and I've either been too afraid to follow the system that I have been developing my whole fucking life. And we called the Rams last week. We knew a stink of poo was in the fucking works. And God, did they ever, Lincoln. Last week was the same fucking case. Traveling across country. Oh, I hear it's no big fucking deal. Everyone. Josh Allen was hurt a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he hasn't been the same since, but you got to get healthy sometime. He's only 23 years old, right? I say Buffalo, money line, Buffalo. There's some reason the line's not moving.
Yeah, because there's less money on the Bills, and it's not moving. That means some smart person knows something, right?
That means the people with the money know something.
Yeah, I think that's a good strategy.
No, I mean, like I say, it's dangerous, and this is one of those plays where you bet it and you close your fucking eyes if you're listening to me. But I tell you, the people, there's certain people, I listen to what they bet because I like to do the opposite.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, this is some of the prognosticators, these people on TV who think they're so damn smart, but they do nothing but give you losers. They're all over Seattle.
Now, Brian, real quick, just for people who may not be too familiar with the money line strategy that you're going with, what exactly?
Okay, so it takes about every $50,000 that's in Vegas, when $50,000 gets laid on a team, that theoretically should move the line a half a point. Take it a half a point in accordance to whatever way the bet was. Now, 70% of the money has been on Seattle, 68% right now, okay? That's going into this weekend where everybody's picking Seattle, 71 degrees, beautiful in Buffalo. Everybody is on Seattle, and the line isn't moving. The line isn't moving, and the line should be theoretically up to at least minimally 5, maybe 6.
Okay.
And that means the line is begging you to take Seattle. I know it's hard to bet against Russell Wilson because he's so fucking good. But there's something wrong here. This is fishy, and I got to tell you, when something's fishy in Chinatown, don't eat the meat.
Okay, wow.
Quote of the cast.
Yeah, right there. What do you got, Stevie? What's next?
Next up, we've got Denver versus Atlanta. Now, you got Atlanta performing pretty well right now. I think they've won their last 2, if I'm not mistaken. Drew Lock, though, on the other side of things, bunch of touchdowns in the last game. Looks like he's finally coming into his own. If he gets rolling, again, you have a battle of, 2 pretty good offenses when, again, Lock's rolling like he was last week. If not, if we see him performing as he was before, then Atlanta should probably have this.
Will the real Drew Lock please stand the fuck up?
Right.
Seriously, who
who
is he?
That's right. So you there's no guarantee or anything like that that he's going to the real one that we would want, the good Drew Lock is going to show up. Currently, Atlanta's minus 4.5 favored. So, it's
Man, I made you go for. I set you up on that last one, Lincoln. I knew who you were gonna take.
Yeah.
So this one here, oh man, like I hate to bet on Atlanta. Like I hate it. I'll tell you my Super Bowl story 1,000 times. It's never gonna make me feel any better. Okay, I have to say, it's pretty evenly distributed, 56-44. The line hasn't really moved, but I think, look, Denver proved me wrong last week, right? Denver looked fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Denver looked good. Drew Lock came storming back. They played the Chargers last week, right? And I took the Chargers. Yes, the Chargers. They again should be fire the coach now. Just open the job up. Okay, I Broncos take the points. I like the Broncos. What do you think, Lincoln?
Yeah, Broncos.
Wow, this is see. I mean,
some unity.
Yeah, I mean, I like it a little better at +4, but I'm showing 3.5, 4 different places. But yeah, I take the Broncos. I have zero faith in the Falcons. I hope the Falcons. That I hate them. I hate him. Go ahead,
Just a
Stevie.
fun fact, every quarterback that's played has passed for over 300 yards. So.
Against the Falcons.
Yeah, so.
Wow. Drew Lock
So
might be a fantasy sleeper this week.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is that who you like this week? Fantasy?
I mean, so I've been a little skeptical, though, because I feel like even though, like, the Falcons have played better the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that.
When you say play better, you mean they didn't lose so dramatically?
Yes.
Is that? I just want to be clear.
Yeah. It was better than the
better than
horribleness,
the Heartbreak City,
right?
The first few
right.
games. Yeah. Okay.
So, but I mean, but again, to your point, it's like playing horribly and then playing just not as horribly, but still playing horribly. Still bad.
Take the Broncos.
I'd take the
point.
Broncos.
Yeah, and close your eyes. What you got, Stevie?
Next up, we got Chicago versus Tennessee. Tennessee's currently favored 6.5. Which is, it's November. You got Derrick Henry. He's rolling. Tannehill.
Rolling. Cincinnati shut him down last week. God, I took Tennessee. That was one of my bets.
It was the weather, man.
I immediately had buyer's remorse, though. The minute that game went off, I'm like, Cincy looks better, but I was just waiting for him to shit the bed, and they never did.
Yeah.
Cincy never shat the bed. The money, unfucking believably, is 51-49 on this game. I don't know. This is Lincoln. You've called the Bears right basically every week. What do you think?
I'm gonna stick with the Titans this time.
Wow. So
There
you're
you go.
taking Titans minus 6.5, 7, whatever. Wow.
On that 2-game losing streak.
Well-
The Rumbler's
Hey, man,
coming.
Nick Foles can't throw.
Well,
So
I don't know what the Bears. I mean, at a 5-3, they're 3-1 away. I don't know if that means anything. Tennessee's defense doesn't look that good. God, 7 points, 6.5 points is so much. I defer to Lincoln on this. Let's go with the Titans. What you got next, Stevie?
Yeah.
Ew, man, unity on the past 2 picks.
No, yeah, I don't like to bet the Bears. I don't like them. I don't like the team. I don't like the coach. I definitely don't like the quarterback. I like the defense, but I don't like any of their offensive weapons. Robinson's fine, I guess. I don't think he's a number 1 on any other team.
You wouldn't go to a party with the Bears.
What you got, Stevie?
Next up, we've got Detroit, Minnesota, and I think spread-wise, it's Minnesota. The Vikings are favored 4.5, but the big thing here is to find out if Stafford's playing, because if you have a backup QB starting this weekend, I mean.
Yes, this was the COVID game.
Right,
This
right.
was the one I was thinking about. Yeah, Pat Stafford had tested positive for COVID last week. No, because Matt Stafford is the quarterback for the Lions, but he's I forget who called him Pat Stafford because he always just pads his stats at the end of the game. He's always losing, but you'll see him on fantasy. Oh, he's 25 for 36, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's not bad. No, he got the 2 touchdowns, and because
He's
they
not
were
playing either. I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's
Chase
as
Daniel,
of the
probably.
4th, Stafford's been placed on the COVID list. Won't be able to play until clearing protocols. Doesn't appear that there's been an update since.
Yeah, in Minnesota, it was a real bad matchup against the Packers last week.
Dalvin Cook, though. Woo!
Oh my goodness gracious!
What a studly.
And I
studly
have
man.
him in my fantasy. Of course, I scored the
Wow.
most points I have all year, and I played somebody who scored 3 points more.
Wow.
Of course, how it goes. Of course, literally, I could have played anyone else in the league, and I would have beat them.
Mm-hmm.
But I play the one guy who scores 3 more points.
That's how it is.
All year. Yeah, the Vikings. I would take this in a teaser. Because I already have a couple bets placed, but I would totally take the Titans as like a +1 right here. I think is what you're getting if you do
Lions,
a 6 point.
Vikings, Lions.
Yes, Vikings, Lions. Yes, I take the Vikings +1 at home. What do you think, Lincoln?
Definitely. I wouldn't even tease it. I like the Vikings.
Vikings straight up. Well, they did look good. I don't know if the defense begins to gel because the defense was highly touted last year. I can't believe 52% of the money is on Detroit. I don't know what people see in that team. God, they looked so bad.
Especially
And their
being led by a
defense,
backup QB. I mean,
They've only given up 30 once, I think.
Yeah, man.
Or twice. Actually, the Packers.
I think as a
They
system
keep them
play.
in the low 20s.
Yeah, as a system
They held us to 10, the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. What you got, Stevie?
well, speaking of the Colts, next up we got Baltimore, Indy.
Oof.
Indy's favored 1.5. Look, good offense for Indy. They had a bunch of touchdowns to their running backs last week. You got this week. The Ravens are a great team. They've been struggling though. Past couple weeks hasn't been after the bye, or I guess
Who is Lamar
Colts.
Jackson?
who's going to show
Colts
up?
top defense in the league, buddy.
Right.
For the first time about ever.
Smacking that ass. The Colts have been Richard Sarvate. But remember, Phillip Rivers is the guy. It's in Indy. I like it in the Dome, but here's another. Okay, the line doesn't make sense at all. This is a real big.
Baltimore's going to get them.
Well, 63% of the money on Baltimore, 37.
Really?
37 on Indianapolis. And the line has moved quite a bit. I don't know where it started for you, but it looks like Baltimore was favored. And now most of the money has been bet on Baltimore, and the line has really reversed 2.5 points. So
Says a pick 'em and it opened at 1.
yeah,
Right,
I gotta see where on my book this is, but this line has moved quite. There's been a lot of action on this game, and most of it seems to be going on Baltimore. Right now I got the Colts -1, so that line has moved 3 points, 3.5 points, and all the money's going on Baltimore. This is. Don't get me wrong, reverse line movement isn't always right, but the Colts are a good fucking team. And the playbook seems to be out on Lamar Jackson, that you drop a bunch of people back into coverage. Colts have great DBs, and you make Lamar Jackson pass. You put a spy on him. You don't let him run around. He doesn't seem to be running at all this year.
Colts got the best spy around, too. Darius Leonard, linebacker.
Darius Leonard may be the best linebacker in the NFL.
Yeah. Lamar's going to have his hands full. And you got DeForest Buckner, who just gets back there just about every time.
Well, what are you picking?
I picked against the Colts lately, but I'm gonna take them this week.
Wow, you like the reverse line movement. Wow,
I
Colts.
just like the
The
Colts.
reverse
yeah,
line.
Yeah, the reverse
And
line
Lamar
action.
Yeah, everybody
Lamar
likes
can't
that
throw
move.
it. He definitely can't throw it against us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the Colts. I'll do it. This again is not a popular pick, but Colts at home. I don't even know who the number one running back is in Indianapolis, but they
Jonathan
look good.
Taylor.
Well, Jonathan Taylor was, but who got all the touches last week?
Wilkins.
Oh yeah,
Wilkins.
Yeah.
Jordan Wilkins.
Yes, and
Studley.
he looked good.
We're deep though. We got
Hines, too.
Naheem Hines
too.
Shelvin Mack. We're deep.
I
Deep
guess
at running back.
I guess we're both taking the Colts. I like it. Not a popular pick. I like it. What do you got for us, Stevie?
Next up, it's Carolina KC. Also KC with a good defense. They're favored 10.5 against the Panthers. So,
So, look, I tell you, the double digit, you stay away from the double digits, but God, all year, it seems like these double digit teams are favored like that for a reason. Carolina isn't bad. Teddy Bridgewater can't throw the ball deep.
Mm-hmm. Christian McCaffrey's back this week, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
We don't know. Okay, and you don't know what kind of condition. Okay, Christian McCaffrey may be the best all-around ball player in the NFL.
Right.
So that you don't know what. I mean, he's been out 5-6 games. 4 games, 5 games. So, man, I like Kansas City, but I would tease it down. I don't see Kansas City losing, but the 10.5 just seems like a big number to me. I like the Panthers with the points. Close your eyes. What do you got, Lincoln?
Yeah, I'm going to take the points for sure.
Panthers points. Close your eyes. All right, Stevie.
And real quick, for people listening again who might not be familiar with the point system.
Yes.
You're saying if there's double digits, it's hard to bet against.
Well, no.
that,
Well, a double digit favorite between I believe 10 and around 13 points. Most of the time is a losing proposition to take the favorite.
Gotcha.
Over it's like over 70%, like 71%, like enough a substantial margin. But over 13% or so, as Lincoln brought up last week, it starts to change dramatically, that percent, because the team is really that much better than the other team. Because in the NFL, the margin of difference between the really good teams and the really bad teams are only a few players. The thing is, Kansas City is stacked. Patrick Mahomes is
That's
good.
when you said McCaffrey's back, though. That's the only reason.
Yeah, yes, but the thing is, Kansas City's at home. How does every game they play at home? What do you got, Steve?
They don't leave. It's just always there. Next up, we got Houston versus Jacksonville. The Texans are favored 6.5. And listen, I mean, you got a new QB in Jacksonville, Laddin, and he's a rookie, so
I don't
first career NFL start.
I don't like taking so much wood, but
Yeah.
but I got to tell you, the Jaguars are totally in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in college. Probably going to be the number 1 overall pick next year.
Definitely.
And Jacksonville isn't even starting their number 2 quarterback. They're starting their number 3 quarterback this week. Yeah, I mean, just under some guys that we want to see what he's got. But no,
I mean, the other option's Mike Glennon, so it's like.
Well, yeah, but at least Mike Glennon has had some NFL snaps.
True.
Who is the starting quarterback this week for Jacksonville?
It's Jake Luton.
Jake.
Am I pronouncing that right?
Well, yeah,
Luton or Luton?
So,
Luton.
And I don't believe Jake. I believe he only has a couple passes in the NFL.
I don't know. Does he? I don't think he has any passes.
Okay, so this is. I would say Texas in a rout, but every time I've ever thought that, I've been incorrect, I guess you could say. So Tennessee, I say take Texas. take Texas, and that's in my take Texas. You got to take Texas right there. Jaguars want to lose, and I'm sorry, Robinson. He might be a fine running back, but there just ain't enough weapons. There just not enough weapons.
One that can stack the box, knowing that it's going to be rookie, make him beat you.
Yeah, I'm surprised J.J. Watt didn't get traded. Seriously, let's go. Let's move it. What you got, Stevie?
Next up, we got Giants, Washington. Washington's favored 2.5. It should be honestly, despite what, and I'm biased, I'm a Giants fan, so I have hopes that this will be a good game. But Danny Dimes has been incredibly inconsistent. He's looked great. He's looked horrible.
Yeah, I mean, he's got talent. They just got to teach him to throw the ball.
Well, and throw the ball away. I mean, it seems like the past couple of weeks, all of his picks are when he's gotten pressure, and then he just, instead of just throwing it away and letting the next play resume, he'll try to force it, and it's either a pick six or something.
What do you think, Lincoln?
Giants beat him once, right? Or
That's
Giants
right.
lost.
Giants
beat him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Watching Danny last week, he's so hot or cold.
Yeah, he was upset. Oh my god.
Which Danny Dimes is going to show up?
Well,
But they just won 25-3. They just smoked out Dallas, even though Dallas is terrible. They might get a little momentum.
Dallas is also in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes, believe it or not. Jerry Jones has to be fuming. Oh my God, this was gonna be the year.
Give me the Washington football team.
Yeah, Washington football team. I've already bet them. I love Washington. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I do. This is one of those games. Washington, they've kind of been under the radar. Kyle Allen, he's going to get the job done. But the thing is, that defense is good. The defense, it's 60-40 line hasn't moved too much. I mean, I'm going Washington. I like it. I like it. Yeah, last week, if I would have gone to Vegas, I would have laid the house on the Colts.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, and now the more I thought, itching. What do you got next, Stevie?
Next up, we got the Raiders and the Chargers. Chargers favored to win by 1.5.
Raiders, Chargers.
You got Brian Edwards back as a receiver on the Raiders.
The Raiders were a mess last week with COVID, right?
Oh,
no. The Raiders went into Cleveland last week.
Did them
dirty.
Did him dirty.
Yeah, no. Cleveland put up 0 fight. But I got to say, the Chargers, man, like, what are you? How?
Herbert, man.
He looks great. But the Raiders, I mean, the Chargers, every fucking week they find a new way to lose. I like the Raiders a lot. That over under is really high. I just don't. I think Herbert, like, Gruden's pretty good at scheming. He's done a real good job with that team. Another division game that, I don't know why the line is -1 for the Chargers. Like, I don't understand that. I'm trying to find an angle on this game. I like the Raiders.
The Raiders. I love the Raiders in this one.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. The Chargers. The Chargers never do me any. I can't believe I picked the Chargers last week. Like, who the fuck picks the Chargers? Go ahead, Stevie.
Well, you did last week.
Brian Moreno.
Honestly, it's not a bad pick given how well Herbert's been playing.
Oh, but they gave all those points back in the fourth quarter. Denver, they had Drew Lock dancing around the field like an asshole. Go ahead, Steve.
Next up, we got Pittsburgh, Dallas. Pitt's favored to win 14.5.
Pittsburgh, Dallas.
I mean, high school football game, basically.
Yeah, I don't.
With the worst team playing the.
The problem with this game, and this is like, I may be overthinking it, but Pittsburgh always plays down to their competition. Pittsburgh never
Yeah.
seems to just like put their foot on anyone's throat. Yeah,
Dallas has scored 20 points in the last 3 games.
yeah, they're
combined.
7-0. Yes, they are 7-0, and they've won.
Dallas can't score, man.
Dallas is terrible.
Dallas is using their 3rd string QB.
No,
They can't score.
Dallas is Dallas is Poo Poo McGee.
They're just
As-
bringing people off the
Zeke.
street.
Yeah.
No,
You
Ezekiel.
could be
Zeke's all
Dallas's
puffy and out of
QB,
shape.
Brian.
Well, there's serious deterioration in Ezekiel Elliott. The Dallas
He's out of
Cowboys
shape.
are. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I can't believe they didn't trade anyone away. Like, you just got to get clean
Yeah,
house.
Gallup at least, or one of those receivers.
Clean house. Start over, man. Like, oh God, 14 points is a lot. It's a lot, but I don't know
Yeah.
how Dallas scores anything other than field goals.
Pittsburgh's gonna run it up.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know. I don't. Like, I can't foresee.
35-12.
Yeah, I can't. 35 at that. Let me see what we got. It. Look, this is
35-12.
a 68-32 thing, and the line hasn't really budged. It stayed 14.5. 68% is on Pittsburgh. But that's the thing. Come the 4 o'clock games, if I'm up, I'm probably. Oh God, I'm gonna lay Pittsburgh pretty. It's just like, I don't know how. I love to root against Dallas, but I don't know how they're going to score any points. Honest to God logic, don't know how. Go ahead, Stevie.
Next up, it's the Miami Dolphins versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals favored 4.5. I think you got if Tua played like he played last week. I mean, it's going to be a long game for the Dolphins. Or I'm sorry, I take it back from the direction I was going to go here, because the Miami defense has really stepped up the past couple weeks. So they essentially carried that team and allowed him to, get the win in his first start without having to do too much. But, this is obviously a really strong Arizona offense. And
What are your thoughts? Where are you at on Tua, Lincoln?
I haven't seen enough, but I love Kyler Murray, so I can't go against Kyler.
Okay, this right here, I think, and it's 50-50, the action on this. And I see why people are betting Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of hype around teams. And you
Yeah.
got to really watch out the hype. When there's a lot of hype, you go the other way, because I feel like Arizona is going to smoke them this week.
Yeah,
Now
they
you
will.
got a little tape on Tua. It's his second game as a rookie quarterback. He's not that big. I mean, Kyler Murray he ain't that much bigger. He's a couple inches taller, but he's not that much bigger. And they both got to sit 6-8 yards back just to throw a slant pass because they can't see over the linemen. Seriously, the linemen are 6'5", 6'6". These guys are 6 foot.
So they're just lobbing the ball.
Well, no, they got to stand back so you have more space to see the
Flutie
field.
style.
I think,
Yeah.
just grandma throw.
Yeah, but
Potty shot.
the thing
Coming
is,
off that Seahawks win, you got to take Arizona.
yeah, if there's one team that I think is prepared for Tua's style, it's going to be Arizona, because they practice against Kyler Murray every day.
Right.
Love the Cardinals. Love them. Moving on, Stevie, what do you got?
Next up, it's the New Orleans Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa is favored by 4.5.
This is a
Big
this is
game.
the
Yeah,
big,
must-see TV right there.
big NBC late game right here. This is big time
Tampa
Billy.
Tom and
You
Big
got,
Tom. Oh man,
Yeah, man.
two Hall of Famers.
But I'm also hearing
Michael Thomas is coming back.
this may be the weather game, though.
Oh,
Eta, right? Hurricane Eta, right? I'm hearing there could be up to 20-mile-an-hour winds in Tampa Bay for this game, and we all know Drew Brees' arm. He can barely get it 20 yards now.
well,
in a dome.
He and Michael Thomas are both game time decisions.
Drew Brees?
Yeah.
What is the game time
He'll
decision?
play.
This is news.
He'll
This
play.
is
His shoulder.
his shoulder. Oh, so
He's
they
playing.
well, I mean,
he's
you're gonna
he's
see
probably
a
gonna play.
lot. You're gonna see a lot of that quarterback. That what's his name?
Jameis Winston.
No. You're gonna the Saints quarterback. The backup quarterback that plays receiver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They only let him play
Taysom
like
Hill.
what?
Taysom
couple
Hill.
times.
Yeah, but I think this is a good Taysom Hill game because they're gonna need to keep. I like the under 51. I definitely would bet the under 50.5 right now before that drops any further. I got to take Tampa Bay, and I think Tampa Bay smokes them. This might be, especially if the weather is bad, that really sets up with Tampa Bay's running game. Oh, my God. That
You'd go against Alvin Kamara,
and
though?
they beat him
Absolutely.
week 1.
Absolutely.
And they beat him week 1.
No. Tampa Bay is, this is revenge game. Because remember, they opened up.
Right.
He wasn't
Saints
ready.
beat them in the division. Like, I like this. I mean, it's right now we're still got 83 degrees, but I hear that could change.
And if it does, that obviously impacts, as you're saying, the pass and potentially rendering Michael Thomas irrelevant if he comes back this week. But also keep in mind, the Giants lost that game on that 2-point conversion. I mean, they lost the opportunity to tie the game and potentially.
Richard Sarvate loves Tampa Bay this year.
I love Tampa Bay. The thing.
Wow, his computer is shut. He's already made his decision. Wow. I know, Richard. Now
I'm starting my own podcast.
Yeah.
It's a spinoff.
Wow, yeah.
Richard's picks.
Yeah, Richard's picks.
Richard's picks.
He just plays all our analysis. And
I just take the last 5 minutes of your show and post on my channel.
Wow.
Dirty.
What are you thinking, Lincoln? Buccaneers -4.5.
Definitely.
Buccaneers. Yep, we're
Buccaneers.
same.
I'll give the points.
All right.
Damn.
And we got our Monday nights barn burner. What do you got, Stevie?
New England versus the Jets. New England's favored 7.5. I mean, you got two terrible teams going at it. I kind of like the Jets.
I would love to see the Jets get
Same.
their first victory here.
Same.
my God.
Same.
45. I don't know. Every week the Jets have so much money on them, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I'll take. This is a Monday night game, and there might be some more information that I get that leads you to not bet the Jets. But I would take the points, the home dog. Normally on a Monday night, Richard, the Jets being such underdog favorites, you would take them.
Right.
But you know,
Why Monday night? What do you mean?
because weird things happen on Monday night. It's the only game.
Yeah.
Players.
Monday night, just the weird night of the week, you know?
Yeah,
Totally.
it's the biggest game in town, so weird things happen. What do you think, Lincoln?
I put my money on Bill Belichick this week.
Oh God. Oh, so Lincoln. Now we've gotten through the games. This is where the money is made and lost right here, Lincoln. We've done our analysis. Yeah, I mean, and the analysis is great. It gives a lot of people a lot of information that they wouldn't normally have. But our picks, this is where the money is at, Lincoln. This is where dollars are made and lost, Lincoln. You are seriously. This is like this may be the deciding factor whether I go to Vegas tomorrow morning or not. Tonight, Lincoln.
House note.
Lot riding on this, Lincoln.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like Airbnbs. I look all the time. They're not that bad. I'd like to take Hazel to Vegas. Let her experience.
She's never been
the
to
city
Vegas.
of the
Vegas,
Sin City a little.
Hazel loves
Vegas,
slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hazel seems to like slots.
I'm sure there's plenty of old women named Hazel.
Dad likes slots.
Yeah. So, but I've also heard of. I'll let you know if there's some private jet thing that you can do for. It's supposed to be like $90, and you can take your dog. I don't know if that's real. Let me actually see what the final total would be. But just to go and make some bets. And last week, I tell you, whatever, doesn't matter. Didn't do it, but you got to see it. You got to see it. Richard Sarvate, are you seeing your bet this week?
I am seeing my bet. I'm thinking of a couple. Yeah.
A couple?
Well,
This fucking guy is Jimmy the Greek now. Holy shit, Lincoln. This fucking guy didn't even know that football Sundays till 6 weeks ago.
yeah, I will now be placing 2 bets every week.
Wow. Yeah, whatever.
Ballsy.
Yeah, this is okay. Now, Lincoln, give me. Okay, we'll start it out this week. I'll start it out for us because I'm fuming after what happened last week. The Bills. Let's go, Lincoln. I don't need to talk any more shit. The proof is in the pudding. I got the Bills. Over
Cardinals.
Seattle. Cardinals. Wow.
Over Dolphins.
Cardinals. Wow. Cardinals
All
minus
right.
4.5. I got the Bills. I'm gonna go the Cardinals also. I like them.
Bucks. Brady and the Bucks.
Tampa-
Antonio Brown.
Tampa Bay. Wow. All right, now this is where it gets a little dicey slicey. Let's go the Texans.
Texans. All right. I'm gonna go back to my sweetheart Seahawks.
Wow, this is I knew it. I was wondering if I scared you. I was wondering
No, you
if I could say the Washington football team right here. Washington. I love them all week. This is big time Billy for me. What do you got, Lincoln?
Colts.
Colts. Wow. I'm gonna give 5 picks this week before I give my best bet because I like the Bucks also. I like
Yeah.
I like
Bucks.
I like the Bucks also. You don't have to give another if you don't want
That's
to.
my
Lincoln.
4th, isn't it?
Yeah, you
Bucks
got
will be
4th.
my
I'm
4th.
giving 5. All right. What do you got for us, Stevie?
My best bet.
Yep.
Well, considering
Steven, you're 0-1 by the way.
0-1, right. So
Yes.
so just to get back to 1-1, I'm gonna take Houston over Jacksonville.
Houston, I like it.
I did too.
Now, this is the man with the plan. This is the guy. Jimmy the fucking Greek, silent all fucking episode. Just here, he's got this computer. He's doing calculations. Smoke started coming from it.
Yeah,
what do you got, Sarvate? What do you
Well, okay,
what do you think?
He was
What are
making
your
calls
thoughts?
on his separate phone line too. I saw.
Well, there's a couple things I'm thinking. So, okay, my dumb strategy last week for the Raiders was they had just played Tampa Bay. And I was like, hey, after you play Tampa Bay, that's like the best practice you could ever do in your life. You know what I mean? So the Giants last week played Tampa Bay, and Daniel Jones just really started at the end. He almost pulled it back. So I want to bet the Giants, but you guys both bet the other team, and that makes me really fucking nervous. And I don't know if I can go into next week's podcast having bet against you guys. But I would take that bet. The other two I'm thinking between is the Seahawks and the Bills because I definitely think reverse line action means that the Bills are going to win for some secret reason. And then what was the other reverse line action?
The Colts.
Oh, yeah. And it's most of the money is on Baltimore, right?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I'll just do between the Bills and Colts.
You can do the Bills and Colts.
Yeah.
If you want to do both reverse lines, if you want to lay them both, Richard Sarvate.
I'll do both. Yeah, let's do Bills and Colts.
Wow.
Ooh.
Richard Sarvate. This is big. This is in gambling, especially when you get hot, like a lot of gamblers will lay 25, few little $25 games, they win. And then, when the heat's on, they kind of lose their mind.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Richard, you're keeping your wits about you.
Yeah.
You're making 2 very, very interesting plays. Bills and Colts. I think Lincoln disagrees with the Bills, but the thing is, Russell Wilson is incredible. Russell Wilson is a man amongst boys on the field. Josh Allen has looked bad. The thing is, flying across country does make a difference. They are playing early, if I'm not mistaken. This really does, to me, this sets up Seattle. I mean, they got to lose sometime, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to lose sometime. Are they going to go undefeated, do you think? I mean, that...
No, they lost. They've lost.
Oh, they did lose. Who did,
Yeah.
To Cardinals.
oh, they
Yeah.
did lose. So they are? Okay.
6-1.
Well, that defense gives up giant swaths of yards at a time. The Bills, they got a team I like your picks, Richard Sarvate. Bills, Colts, Steven Laddin. He's got the Texans. I like it. Okay, now this is the money time, Lincoln. What is your best bet? Lincoln's
I'm down
4-0 on your best bet this year, Lincoln.
It's either Cardinals or Bucks, and I think I'm gonna have to go Bucks this week.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, your best bet. Wow.
All right.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know, I had 5 picks this week, and you know, I God damn, I hate to do it. Like I'm gonna give 2 best bets because I love it. I've already bet Washington.
Okay. Washington's the best bet for you?
Yes, I do, and I love the Cardinals. I love the Cardinals. I think Miami is a bit overrated right now. Like, I love the Cardinals. So I'm doing Washington football team, which is slicey dicey. It's slicey dicey betting a team without even a mascot. Without even a fucking mascot. It's really fucking hard.
No guidance or direction whatsoever.
Yeah, and then the Cardinals, you know, they have been let down Jimmy a lot of times, but
that's why DeAndre Hopkins unstoppable.
I know. I'm telling you, I think I could go 5-0 this week. God, like, I love them. I love my picks
Fill
this
the car
week.
with gas.
Yeah,
We're going to Vegas.
Fuel up the plane. Lincoln, have you had fun? Did your friend have fun listening?
He's outside.
He's
watching
like,
the waves.
He's like, fuck this bullshit. Does he even gamble?
He does a little bit.
A little bit. Well, I'll tell him to gas up the car, Lincoln. You're going to Vegas. All right, man. I guess you got our best bets tomorrow. And don't forget, write it down. I took Indiana plus 3.5. Lincoln has Michigan. And Jim Harbaugh. God. Terrible. How blasphemous. How blasphemous. But I got to say, that'll be a good that'll be your college football pick of the week. I got Indiana. Lincoln with Michigan and Jim Harbaugh. This has been a wonderful episode. Go make some money, gamble responsibly, and we will see you next week. Thank you, Richard Sarvate and Steven Laddin.
Thank you. All right, gents.
We got some